match. But before we get to that, let's take a look at our points.
Let's do it.
Ready, steady, go.
Mox has not lost a game yet. 12 points.
12 points.
Lyle with 10. Jeremy and TJ with 9.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Chris, unfortunately, took a loss last round.
I battle him in the final round.
You battle him in the final round. Okay.
I do.
So 7 points. Handful, looks like six pointers. Keenan, Kyle, Julia, Patrick, Dwayne, Frank, all still in the running to try and make 9 points.
Yeah.
Which is that we figured was that magic number for our invitationals.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you can come out and get 9 points each week, you're going. The possibility is there. This season has been a kind of an eye opener. Again, you know, if you're not there, that 9 points really does propel you.
Yes.
Into that territory.
Yeah, like if you have a poor week, like maybe you show up and you only get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's another thing that you got to think about. Okay, that means maybe I need to have a week that I get 12 points in at least, or you know, something like that. So just a little thing to keep in mind if you guys end up coming out for our seasons. But that is our point totals going into round 5. So our 5th and final match of the night. Let's hop over and take a gander at what we got going on.
And naturally, it's going to be the Amulet Titan deck versus the Bant Eldrazi deck.
A great way to end out the night because either way, we're seeing Lyle with 13 points or Mox with 12 points here, or for 15 points.
15 points.
So both these players are sitting at the top, waiting to see who's going to be victorious in the end. And it's another thing of Pierce strategy that Mox is going for versus the swarm strategy, essentially, that Lyle will have at his disposal here. We'll see how it works out, though. I mean, Displacer is going to rain on Mox's parade if that gets up and running.
True.
So, what's your vote for this one?
Straw polls up, guys. Get those votes in. Let us know. Is it going to be Bant Eldrazi or is it going to be the Amulet Titan deck? My head pick is Bant Eldrazi.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and lock my vote in there. And the reason behind that is that turn 2 Thought-Knots here is rough.
Mm-hmm.
Is super rough. Like, you know, being able to not only play these creatures that just deal massive amount of damage, but being able to Thought-Knot the Amulet Titan deck and be able to strip a key piece.
It really disrupts what they're trying to do,
right?
Because they need all of these setups to get to where they need to go.
It's nice to play a land, it's nice to do that, but however, if you take the Azusa, you take the Amulet out of their hand, it's going to make things a lot more difficult for the Amulet Titan player.
Well, I'm not happy with that 7. We'll be dropping down to 6 here.
Now, the interesting thing about this matchup is that this is something that John and Lyle are very familiar with, this matchup. You know, they're, playtesting buddies, they practice a lot together, they went up to GP Indy together, so this was definitely something that they wanted to maybe... I truly believe that the Amulet Titan deck is kind of one of those, under the radar, right? Before that weekend. But we did see in GP Lille that it got 9th place.
Mm-hmm.
John did not do terribly.
No.
I do not remember his exact placing at GP Indy. However, I know that he did do pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was before he was running the Simian Spirit Guides.
Sure.
So I think he's since updated and adjusted his board a little bit, or his deck a little bit, so... hey, look at this turn 1 Amulet. Great start for Mox where he wants to be going with it. Serum, try to set himself up here.
Looks like he's already doing some
Counting out.
math. Yeah, like, what do I need here? I was like, no. You take your time. It's not like I want to cast my spells or anything. One on top, one on bottom.
Okay, 1-1. Return this to my hand.
Yep.
Have a red and green. Could do Ancient Stirrings here if you wanted to.
Why can't Garden make Saproling tokens? Get out of here, dude.
Alright, Windswept will allow him to get that Temple Garden.
Here's a Yavimaya Coast. Passes back. Here's an Ancient Stirrings. Looking for another amulet.
Gross.
Show me another amulet. Got a red floating.
Currently. Double checking his hand to make sure he's picking the right card.
Grabs a forest.
Show me potato salad.
Gemstone Mine. Passes
on
back. Kind of a slow start.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
Teleria West.
A very good point. Sometimes looking for that Teleria West so he can start to transmute up and be able to get some of his packs.
Grey Wall Plains. Passes back.
Wow, 3 mana, just pass.
3 mana. Red, green.
Azusa.
Okay. Floats it, bounces it back to his hand.
That 5 mana now.
5.
6. Prime time.
There it is.
Trigger. So this is where the Simeon goes well. But he will get 2 lands out of it.
Right. So because of the fact that Lyle is not providing any pressure to the board, Mox can kind of play a little bit slower.
So get the island, get to, I guess, explaining this is what I'll be getting off of path, but it doesn't enter tapped. And I will be getting my 2 lands from Primetime right now.
Interactions. Darn you, Amulet!
It's a sweet looking island too.
It's a nice island. And here are the 2 lands that I choose to grab. It looks like a Simic Growth Chamber.
And Teleria West.
Yep. And he's gonna float and bounce. And transmute.
Use that to transmute.
I'll show you to path my Titan.
Summoner's Pact.
I'll just do it again.
And then he can pass turn.
This is this is the power level of this deck, you know?
Yeah.
Like, just like, oh, you pathed my my first Primeval Titan. That's fine. I'll just
get another.
do all this stuff.
Ooh. Okay, Matter Shaper. I was like, he also has to be careful because turn 4 is that Thought Knot
Islands for nothing. What is interesting to me is knowing the power level of the Bant Eldrazi deck, that the just degenerate things that can be done with this deck. But just seeing him on his turn just hard cast a Matter Reshaper. You know?
Yeah.
And then pass the turn back while Mox is over here just doing all the craziest things with his mana.
Alright, so Dynasty Market's making some good points, and a lot of that also has to do with the same arguments people were making back with Bloom Titan. It's like, it's a deck people can pilot, like anybody could really pick it up and be able to do some broken stuff with it, but it's a really complicated deck to make the right lines of plays and be able to pilot it through all of the disruption and all of the removal and still be able to come out on top.
True.
Alright. Primeval Titan. Getting some more lands. Making sure he's got enough so he can be able to pay for that pact and all that kind of good stuff here. So, saying where he's going to block. Oh, gets a free land out of it. So, we'll take 6 in the process here. Go to 13.
What are you saying? You saying I'm a schmo, dude?
It's how I feel about the Goryo's Vengeance deck, too. Which is one of the decks that did play at Worlds. One of the Japanese players brought it.
True.
One brought Goryo's Vengeance. One brought the Death Shadow aggro. And one brought Thing Ascension is what he called it.
Yep. Thing Ascension.
Not as good as Ascension in the Ice.
I mean, I feel like we missed something there, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what can you do?
Six. Drown Hope.
Mm-hmm. Says I'm gonna make a blue, and here's my dudes, so he can keep that guy tapped down for a bit. Oh, we forgot about that again.
We did.
That's okay. You can see the lands hanging out by the Amulet, of course, are the ones that help pay for the packs.
Yep. Oh. Summoner's Pact.
Okay.
Get another Primeval Titan.
Yeah, basically he's sitting here and saying, hey, you're going to have to tap down both now.
Forcing him to get rid of his scions.
Yes. Dionysus Box is making another really good point in chat, saying how I think the problem is that players see their buddies try and pick it up and watch them just suck at it. Then when they run into it at a GP or a serious player is playing it, they just get steamroll and attribute it to they just had it.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are right now, which is interesting. Is control is at an all-time low.
Yes.
right now. It's very aggressive meta at Comic Kung Fu. So you kind of have to react appropriately. So a deck like Amulet Titan is doing very well, and that's why John, he commented last week and said, had I known, like, I just checked the point totals, and I'm actually kind of close, you know. So I expect to see him, especially tomorrow night for the last week.
Right, some deep runs from him. He could be able to potentially sneak in depending on how things work out. But we'll talk more about that after this round with the full breakdown of point totals. But I think that's it. Like, seeing this and seeing all the different lines of play, like, the only way that you're going to get good with a deck is by playing it and practicing it.
Reps.
And reps. Like, that's why a lot of people will say, oh, you should get the deck on Magic Online because you can put reps in whenever you want. Yes, that is good. But you also have to think about Magic Online can be a little bit easy mode in the sense that it'll remind you of all your triggers and stuff like that. With a deck like this, there are so many different triggers and stuff that you've got to keep track of that can kill you if you don't keep track of them.
Or you miss.
Yeah. And Pact of Negation.
He's going to come down to protect his Primeval Titan from Lyle's Path to Exile.
And you saw John do a really smart thing there, where he sat there and counted out his mana and said, okay, I already had...
Can I pay for both?
Yeah, I already played one Pact. Can I pay for Summoner's Pact and Pact of Negation here? Just time out on your own triggers. That makes sense. Alright, where are the blocks coming? That's a question. You notice he did not pump up any of his guys there. They're all just 6/6s coming at him.
Oh no, this is actually on Lyle's attack phase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He tapped down Mox and pathed on his main phase before going to combat.
That makes sense. Okay.
So Mox is going to be at 15.
Having to pay for...
This is what happens when we talk.
Yes.
We get all wrapped up.
So he has to do 9 mana.
Consulting his hand to figure out what it is he needs. I like Lyle's attacks, making sure that he has that 5 toughness back to shield some of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
Boom, boom, saying I paid for both.
Here's the 4, here's the 5.
He's got 6 mana available to him currently.
Very deliberate to show you this is the 5.
Yes.
And this is the 4.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get it confused later on, since I have so much. Teleria West. Transmute. Slaughter Pact.
Smart. He sits there, Slaughter Pacts the Drowner. Could choose to pump up one of his guys, but alright, so first, declare attackers, triggers, resolve first. Before declare blockers, he can sit there and opt for
Vesuva.
Copy the Boros garrison.
And the Simic Growth Chamber.
So maybe the Vesuva something else.
No, Vesuva Boros Garrison. bouncing the island and the Ghost Quarter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and cool. Yeah. Basically, Dionysus Focus is expressing the now. Instead of just like saying, alright, I'll just get these random lands in this sort of situation thing, he's even laying out the sequencing of, alright, here's the first one. Boom, boom. Untap these things. Bounce these to my hand. You know, that's how I'm going to set it up before he even goes for his second triggers. And Lyle's just like, alright, cool. You have the slaughter pack. You're going to be able to give your guys double strike. Whatever guy don't block.
Just show it to me.
I'm dead. So, yeah. At that point, he says, let's go to game 2. 20 minutes have already passed. Let's jump into it. So, let's take a look at sideboards. We've seen them before. But now we get to look at them versus each other. Who you taking?
I'll take Mox.
Cool.
So 1 Dismember, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Swan Song, 2 Pyroclasm, 1 Radiant Fountain, 1 Bajuka Bog, 1 Slaughter Pact, 1 Nature's Claim, 1 Melina Sylvic Outcast, 1 Spellskite, 1 Hornet Queen, 1 Relic of Progenitus, 1 Seal of Primordium, and 2 Thragtusk. Let's see. Bant, Eldrazi. What do I want to get rid of here? Oh, jeez. That's tough.
I mean, Slaughter Pack.
Yeah, another Slaughter Pact is definitely good here. What does the seal do? Is that the get rid of enchantment?
The seal, yeah. Sack it, and you can destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Okay.
Hornet Queen.
Yeah, the Hornet Queen is okay, just to kind of gum up the board to protect yourself. Thragtusks, I think, are also an in here, just to gain the life. But other than that, I guess maybe Swan Song, but you're not going to see a lot of that. I guess it protects against the targeted removal.
It does.
That would be kind of targeting your Titan there.
Mm-hmm.
Gets around Drowner a bit. So yeah, that's kind of where I am.
Yeah, I mean, so this seems like there are some stuff available to him there. So let's see what he ends up deciding on that regard. Lyle's rocking out 1 Negate, 1 Elspeth Knight Errant, 1 Engineer Explosive, 3 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Stony Silent, 1 Worship, 2 Blessed Alliance, 1 Declaration in Stone, 1 World Breaker, 1 Spellskite, 1 Stubborn Denial. Refresh my memory on Blessed Alliance. It's that new card.
Yeah.
But I like Worship coming in. I like Declaration in Stone, actually, in this sort of situation.
So it's an instant, you pay 2, and then you can pay 2 colorless to escalate it to do another mode.
I also like Blessed Alliance because one of the modes is target opponent sacks an attacking creature.
Yep.
So I like that. So basically it's like all of these ways to kind of deal with the annoying creature that's coming at you. But we'll have to see what is the decider on this. Seems like both players have 3 to 4 cards that they could easily bring in.
Oh, good point. Spellskite is probably a must for Lyle.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. Spellskite can, because it is target creature gets +2/+0 vigilance and haste, or target creature gets double strike. That's a really good point. Fun fact of the day, Spellskite will redirect those to your dudes. So, players shuffling up, getting ready to go. See them kind of speeding through things. They know that about 20 minutes or 30 minutes it's been about 25 minutes now, so they're like, all right, 25 minutes or so left. Let's see what we can do about game number 2.
Right, Lyle's gotta get a much quicker hand, I think. Seemed like he was either not drawing the threats or was playing a little bit more defensively.
Yeah.
That first game. I see a Noble in hand. So Mutavault to start.
Okay.
No green mana. Sunholm into an Amulet.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Both games turn 1 Amulet.
Turn 1 Amulet. It's like he runs 4 of them. Yavimaya Coast. Interesting. Tap bounces the Sunholm back. Plays Azusa.
Sweet. Let's see how many lands. Okay.
Sunholm.
Bam.
And that looks...
Okay. So he's...
Yeah. Azusa resolves.
Alright.
Sunholm and Kalani Garden come down. Gets a 0-1 plant. Wow. He's actually got the token.
Sweet. Went looking for it probably. Because it's like never around ever.
Right.
Everyone plays goats.
Here's a goat. Wait, what?
I don't have a plant token, so...
Engineered explosives. On 1. Yeah. Flyle goes to 19.
I like that play a lot. Get rid of the Amulet because he knows that's what makes things crazy.
Tolaria West tapped.
4 mana currently available.
Azusa.
Bringing the beats.
Swinging for 1. That 0-1 plant is going to be on extra blocking duty.
So without having an Eldrazi Temple, without having a Noble Hierarch, we're getting closer to when Lyle's deck starts becoming active.
What's interesting is I saw a Noble in hand, and he chose to play the Mutavault instead.
Interesting.
So most people don't realize that if I play Azusa once it resolves, if I go basic land, you don't get a chance to interact.
Yeah, because priority is still on you playing your lands. You don't respond to the people playing lands. You respond to them activating abilities, casting spells, things like that.
Right. So Ancient Stirrings.
Reality Smasher here. Or change his mind to a Drown or Revoke.
Passes back.
That's a really good point that Islands and Dionysus Bacchus are discussing in chat is if Mox had played his lands differently, done the bounce land first, things would have been completely different. And, ooh, casting the Primeval Titan, trigger to get the lands.
Yep. Using a Simian Spirit Guide to cheat 1 more mana.
Yeah.
2 Civic Growth Chambers. Bouncing, returning, it looks like Kalani Garden and Tolaria West. Plays the Kalani Garden. Gets another plant. Look, he's got 2.
He is ready.
He doesn't just have 1.
No plant, no goat, just 2 plants.
Just 2.
Lyle's still on 3 mana. No Matter Shaper either to maybe try to help him sneak out a land.
There's a noble.
Okay. Choosing now to play it. But as it stands, it's not like Lyle can do much more than that noble and pass.
Trigger off of combat. Can I get this Primeval Titan?
Oh no, that's not what I can get? Alright, I'll actually get my lands. And you're noticing, too, that Lyle does not currently have any white mana available to him.
True.
He's got a Mutavault. So, Dionysus Bacchus just said a quote that John had said recently, saying, sometimes you just lose to yourself, and normally it just doesn't matter what your opponent does. You just have to know when you're going to die and try to win the turn before that. And I like that. We've had a couple games where tonight, at least that, and I think Patrick also had that issue where you get held up on lands and you just don't get any.
Yeah, I mean that's a very real possibility for when you're playing Magic, especially at a competitive level. You're like, man, I could really use whatever, and you just never see it, or a land. Just like one. Just give me one.
Well, and like him playing Ancient Stirrings, so that's 5 cards you got to look at.
And you're just hoping
he would have picked up any land that was in there.
True.
And he's like, Reality Smasher, Drowner of Hope, it's probably just full of just creatures.
Yeah.
Like, and there probably wasn't a Reality or a Matter Shaper in there, because he probably would have taken that with 3 mana to at least throw him in the way, maybe try to get a land, like try to delay a little bit more, but I don't know, that's a tough loss for Lyle, but still sits him at 10 points.
So here's the thing. I'm sitting here crunching numbers in my head, right? Lyle ending with 10 points for the night. Okay. Mox with 15. So congratulations to Mox.
Yes.
But if we remember, Eric was only able to get up until round 5 was 3 points. So with Lyle getting 10 points, they're both tied at 79 right now. The potential is almost certain that Lyle is ahead.
So guaranteed Lyle will at least be 4 points ahead.
4 points ahead at least.
Could be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be 7.
That's
the maximum.
Right.
But
hashtag kill the bloom. Oh my.
Shall we... Actually, before we take a look,
yep,
we have something to talk about. That
we haven't talked about it all night.
Well, I think we mentioned that if you...
we talked about it,
but we didn't get to showcase it. Right. So we have this lovely sticker.
This one right here.
Modern Magic Mondays. Hashtag MMM for all you guys sitting at home. We've set it up now that if you donate to the stream, guaranteed get a sticker. If you are following us, which you should be at this point in time, we do a giveaway.
That's right.
Pretty much while we're discussing the point totals and doing all that, we set up the giveaway that you guys can be able to try to win a sticker as well. And we will mail them to you if you guys aren't in the area. We're happy to do that as long as you provide us your information. So you have to feel comfortable doing that. Sending us a message saying, hey, this is my address, since I won the giveaway.
Right. Or a P.O. box, whichever.
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable with. And we'll do, we can do giveaway hashtag sticker tonight. So let me get that started while we do our normal shout outs and stuff like that, because you already linked up the new Twitch.
Yep. So basically, again, if you guys are not following the stream, be sure to hit the follow button here at The Real Man. Without that, you will not be a part of the giveaway.
Sorry.
And also, take a look. It's just sticker, yeah?
We're doing hashtag sticker tonight.
It's hashtag sticker?
Hashtag
you get to
sticker.
choose.
I get to choose whatever we want for the giveaway.
Okay, so it's hashtag
so I could do hashtag
you
Nan is
lurker.
wrong.
What's up, Charles?
But
so yeah, make sure hashtag sticker. If not, hit the follow button so you can be a part of it. Also, twitch.tv/Modern Magic Mondays. Is that a UVA hoodie? Dude, it's a UVA Wise. UVA Wise. So
right.
close but further down south. Wahoo-wah.
So, hashtag sticker gets you in the drawing.
He just wants to give away the sticker.
For the sticker.
Unfriend
So if you guys have not, if you've won a sticker before or donated and gotten a sticker, you guys are eligible to get stickers again. You know, we'll do that for you. If you win, you win. So yeah, make sure you're following us, Twitters, Twitches, all that kind of good stuff. We have an event coming up.
Yes.
The 18th. Let me post that up.
September
again.
18th. It's a Sunday. If you are in the area, there's my dog.
Hang on.
If you're in the area or within the area of Comic Kung Fu, which is in Winchester, Virginia, 22601, come on out. It's a modern IQ.
It is.
And we will be there capturing all the matches, which, gosh, I hope if we have 40-some people, that's what, another nine cut to top 8. So,
woohoo!
Fantastic day, full of magic that we will choose a date and stream up for you guys. If
we can't
the
get
live
the live
casting
stream.
does not work.
If we get the live stream, Brett's going to be really exhausted. Yay!
Yeah.
So let's take a look at our points real quick while you guys are doing hashtag sticker and stuff. So here's our current, like we were talking about, 79 points. We're all tied up. And let's see what after week number 9 does.
Boom. There you go.
So Jeremy Miller is currently 8th.
Jeremy Miller. Numero.
Okay, look at how close
Ocho.
things are right now, guys. So Lyle has
Next Sunday.
next Sunday, September 18th.
Or the
Yes.
Sunday after. Yeah, next Sunday.
Lyle sitting at 89 points. Eric, 82. TJ, 78. Derek, 74. Keenan, 72. Ben, 66. Tim, 65. Jeremy, 8th place with 59. But Jacob's 58. Patrick's 56. Chris Garoza, 55. Dwayne's 49. Mox is 49.
I'm just saying.
Boyer is at 46. Devin is 43. Jamie's 42. Kyle's 42. Julia's 39. Bauer's 36. Like,
It's close. It's
it's
like
crazy.
Tomorrow night, guys. Tomorrow night is when we're going to record all the matches for you, but it won't be until next week that we put it up for you. So, if you're watching at home, if you're playing in this invitational, tomorrow night is the night to come out.
As it stands, Lyle. All right, let's see. If Jeremy gets 15 points, he will be 73, right? Maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so as it stands,
74, maybe.
74.
Whatever.
Anyway, as it stands,
That's hard.
Lyle, Eric, guarantee locked in for top 8. Potentially TJ is as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, Lyle and Eric, because they are at 80 points. And the lowest person, 8th place, at 59 points, even if they went undefeated 15 points, could not knock them out. So, for sure... Okay, top 4 is locked, but I did give the confirmation there. So, Lyle, Eric, TJ, and Derek officially locked in. I know. Get ready, guys. Hashtag Nan is wrong. Why do I have to be the one trying to do math on camera? What? No. So, top 4 guaranteed locked in. really they're playing for placement because it matters for the Invitational because whoever has the higher seed chooses if they are on the play or if they're drawing. Keenan needs one win to lock himself in.
Keenan, if you're watching, dude, just play me. You'll get it.
So, as it stands, Ben, Tim, Jeremy, Patrick, Chris are the big wild cards going into it. There's like so many people that are close in points. So 74 is the magic number. Okay. That's really good. Ben needs 8 points to lock in. So as long as they get to 74, 100% locked in for Season 2 Invitational.
Last chance, guys. Hashtag sticker to get a sticker if you haven't yet. But yeah, that's it. Let's just cut it now. You know what? Damn, I'm last.
Technically, you're tied. You could get in higher points based on tiebreakers.
Yeah. You could be at the top.
Actually, that's also true. You're not last because there are some people with 0 points.
Yes.
That we don't include on the player standings.
We are.
Spoilers.
We are working towards making a more efficient point total list.
All right. If you guys have not yet, let's see who won the giveaway. Ooh, cool.
Mox
is our winner. We had 57 unique players for this season. So 57 unique
One
players.
more week to go. So let's make it 60.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! Wait a second.
So make sure you guys are tuning in next week as we bring you the 10th and final round and announce the official top 8.
It's going to be the official.
Because we will. We'll locked in. Here's our 100% top 8. And then you guys get to see all the exciting stuff that comes about once we go to the invitational stuff.
Right.
But again, guys, make sure you're following, doing all the subscribing, all that good stuff. And we do appreciate your support as always. Keep watching because we've got more magic for you.
Catch you later.